Hey everybody, apologise for the lighting. Let's get this sorted out. Back to my old days. It is 9:35. Apologise that I'm late. I am the shy man, David Daniels. Yes, the hair is gone. As my youngest son said to me today, my hair is still alive, so I'm grateful for that. And this is Tuesday night Seas of Wisdom, and I've had a few challenges. Right until the last minute. So tomorrow I fly out to Ghana. I'm going to my hey Nishi, how you doing? I'm gonna watch you live. It's been a bit crazy. I'll travel out to Ghana tomorrow evening for my dad's funeral. So that's been a massive challenge. And hey Lucia, how you doing? I had a great. Well, I'm still gonna have a great message tonight. This message I'm bringing to you, Mr. Merrick, how you doing? Thanks for jumping on board. This message I had for you tonight, I planned to do last week, but someone asked me to speak about something, and I did, and they got a lot out of it. So I'm bringing this message to you today. I did debate whether to leave this, but I'm back in the country next week Tuesday. I don't know how I'm going to be. I don't know what state of mind I'm going to be in. Very much going into the unknown with my dad's funeral. For those of you who don't know, my dad wasn't around in my life a lot. Not going to go into it. I've done it plenty of times before. So culturally as well, funerals are done differently out in Ghana. So very much stepping out into your know. So I would appreciate your prayers and your thoughts. Very much appreciated. But I'm so excited to bring this message to you tonight. I've got a great message. But I had some notes on this. I just jotted down some notes, and literally about 10 minutes ago, my calendar's gone off my phone. I live by my calendar. Everything is on my calendar. And the notes have gone. I don't know where they've gone. I don't know where my calendar's gone. So that's life. We get challenges. So I'm going to bring this message to you. It's all in here. And as we go, you guys will join in and help me out. So this message is about what twerks will you make in 2017. And if you're wondering why I'm talking about twerking, if you don't know what twerking is, I think it came about last year or something. It's like a dance move. Um, and the reason I'm using the word twerk, Mr. Allen, thank you for jumping on board, Gershom Allen. If you're wondering why I'm talking about twerking, what I actually mean is what tweaks will you make this year? And the reason I was using the word twerk and the tweak, the only difference between the word twerk and tweak is one letter. That letter is, you place the R with the A, gives a completely different meaning. Now, in this time of year, a lot of people are making New Year's resolutions, a lot of people are making new goals, a lot of people are making new challenges for themselves. And some of us, last year, we didn't hit what we wanted to achieve. We didn't hit our goals, we didn't hit our objectives. And we think we have to make massive changes, or we beat ourselves up. But sometimes all it takes is just a few tweaks. It could be a simple letter in a word, and it just changes everything. It could be the breakthrough. Some of you guys out there are closer to your goals than you think, and you only have to make a simple tweak, a simple change, and that's it. It doesn't have to be wholesale changes. It doesn't have to be massive changes. Chris, how you doing? Thank you for jumping on board. Some of you guys are setting yourself massive challenges, and you're setting yourself up to fail. You might be a person who smokes 50, 60 cigarettes a day, and all of a sudden you want to cut it out completely. Now, for some people that is possible, but it's about knowing yourself and know what kind of person you are. And if you know you've been on cigarettes for years and years and years, you've been smoking 50, 60 a day, you've got that addiction, that craving, and all of a sudden you just want to cut out completely. It may not be helpful. It may not be, because your body's used to it. You may need to cut maybe two a day, maybe one a day for a month, and then track it. So by making simple, small changes, you'll get to your goal. You get to your goal. And for some of you, just making a simple change can make a massive breakthrough. So I've got some examples. So for some of you, most of us don't like the word no. For some of us, no means new objection. So people in sales or just in life, maybe people asking a lady or gentleman out on a date, and they're getting lots of no's, and it just feels like it's a new objection. There's a new objection. There's a new objection. You start beating yourself up. I'm never going to find my partner in life. I'm never going to hit any sales. But if you tweak that no, and instead of no meaning new objective, why don't you turn it to mean next opportunity? Yeah, so if you're on, I use sales because I've been in sales myself. So if you're on the phone making sales calls and everyone's telling you no, you just think right, next opportunity, next opportunity, next opportunity, next opportunity. It reinforces positive thinking in your mind, and you're just closer to getting that yes. Whereas if you're thinking new new objection, then you start thinking, oh, what's wrong with me? What is it? Why are they rejecting me? Brings a negative. Now there may be some changes you need to make. Maybe it's the way you're talking, maybe it's the way you're pitching, but by just changing a simple small change of a word, of a definition, can just make the massive difference. Now, I wanted to get visual with you guys on this. I wanted to get writing and all sorts. It hasn't gone to plan, but I can still bring this message to you and hopefully impact one of you guys or more of you guys out there. So another trick: if you put the number one and say you got a number one there, and you put a plus in the middle, one plus one is two. Now, if you take away that plus sign and you put the two ones together, you get 11. Again, just a simple change can change everything for you. Now, one of the things I love about the internet is online marketing. I've done a little bit here and there in the past, but online marketing is basically promoting products and services using the power of the internet. And what you can do with online marketing, you can track your results. So, for example, if you put an advert and you put it in pink, for example, and then you do the same advert but in yellow, that simple change of color can attract more people, can engage more people. So as well as tweaking, making a tweak, what I want you guys to do is make those tweaks, but track your results. Track your results. So if you're gonna give up 10 cigarettes a day, that's probably my mum on the phone. I'll get back to her. Um, if you're gonna give up 10 cigarettes a day, track it. Yeah, just don't have to be fancy visual chart. It could just be A4 pad of paper, calendar. Just mark every day how many cigarettes you've given up, and then at the end of the month, look at your results. Look at your results, and if you haven't done what you wanted to, then don't beat yourself up about it. Just go into the next month. Yeah. For me, I want to be doing more exercise this year. So for me, I'm going to set a target of maybe, I don't know, maybe once a week get go on the exercise bike. I don't want to. I want to move it up to maybe 2 or 3 times a week. But for the first few months, I'm just going to do it once a week. I'm just going to get a simple laminate. I'm just going to mark it every week I've done one and just track it and track it and track it. Measure your results. Be accountable to yourself as well. Yeah. So when you're making these tweaks, a lot of us we set these intentions, and then it's like the classic one, going to the gym. You're going to go to the gym, and then you don't go. You don't. Oh, I won't go this week, and then next week you don't go, and then it just feels like ages. Whereas if you're tracking it, oh, I didn't go to the gym this week, or why didn't I go? There may be life happen, an emergency happen, that happens. But if you find yourself, oh, hold on, for the last 2 or 3 weeks I haven't been going to the gym. Why is that? And you track your reasons down. Oh, I haven't felt like it. Oh, something's come up, or your mindset. If you know it's something, you're giving yourself excuses, then you know you've got something to work on. Without tracking your results, you can't do that. Now, with online marketing, it's great because you can literally, I'm not going to get to technicalities on it, um, but you can literally track it. So for that example I gave about doing the yellow advert and the pink advert, you can track how many people engage with the yellow advert, and you can track how many people can engage with the pink advert. Many of you are far more advanced in online marketing than me. So make a tweak, track your results. I'm seeing your comments, guys. I'm gonna come back and jump on them, but thank you for commenting. So what else is there? What else is there? What tweaks am I gonna make this year? So for me, it's kind of two. The number one, yeah, two or three. The number one is getting myself a coach, and I've talked about this a lot, and I've talked about the benefits of having a coach. But as soon as I come back from Ghana, I'm going to be on the phone. I've got a couple of potential coaches in mind, and I'm going to be booking some sessions. Why am I going to do that? Because I want to make progress, and having a coach will enable me to make that progress quicker. They'll also see things in me, habits that I have that I may not recognize, and suggest things as well. And it's being accountable to someone as well. I recommend everyone to get a coach. I recommend everyone to get a coach. If you're into sports like me or you're not, you probably know a name, Mo Farah, middle distance runner, um, made history, countless Olympic titles. Now I'm into my sport, so I know Mo Farah when he was getting third and fourth places. He was missing out on medals. He's getting fifth, sixth places. I could see the potential in him, but there was just something, a few things missing. He changed his coach. He made quite a big tweak actually. Firstly, he changed his coach. Secondly, he moved that to the United States. And this coach, since working with this coach, now he's won the Olympic medals countless times. He's won world championships countless times. Having a new coach for Mo Farah made a massive difference. The potential was there, but that coach unlocked the potential. He would have given him maybe new ways of doing things. It could be little tweaks. It could just little one or two tweaks. Maybe his running style or his strategy, and those made a massive difference to him. So for me, definitely, guys can hold me accountable to this. 2017, I will be getting a coach and I'll be working with a coach because the potential's there, and that's not being arrogant. Um, it's just believing in myself and the belief that God has in me. So I know I've got greatness within me. I know I haven't achieved all I can achieve, but I know working with a coach is just going to help me to get there quicker and to enable me to expand my capacity to do all the things that I want to do. The other thing I'm going to do is become part of an accountability group, and that's just simply I'm actually doing it with my brothers and sisters. We've all got big dreams, and we've all felt that we haven't fulfilled our dreams or life's got in the way. So we're going to start holding ourselves accountable. We're going to start talking about what we want to do, and then we're going to be holding ourselves accountable. And for us, that's going to be encouraging. So if we say we're going to do something, and then we come back in a month and we don't do it, it's not really beating each other up and why did you do that? Is again asking why we didn't do it. What's got in the way? What's stopping you? What's blocking you? Can we help you at all? Is that encouragement? The power of a team. Together, everyone achieves more. No I in team. You've heard all this stuff before. But let's start applying it. What else I'm going to do? I'm just looking at my notes. Um, I've given an example of Mo Farah. I'll give an example of a lady who I've come to know over this year through my speaking stuff. A lady called Michelle Raymond. She runs a HR company. Watch that tweak. She runs a HR company called the People's Partner. She's helped me out massively in what I've been doing. And I saw a post she did on Facebook. She does public speaking, but she's also a singer. And she said now what she's going to do, she's going to start singing before she delivers her talks. Yeah, she's using the existing talent she got. Why is she doing that? Why is she making that tweak to make her stand out from all the other public speakers? Not to say those other public speakers haven't got something to add, but for someone to book her, she's making this tweak so that she can stand out. Oh, a public speaker that can sing. Oh, that's a bit different. So that's a simple tweak that she said that she's going to make this year. And I think it's going to work for her. I really do. She's an amazing lady, and I'm privileged to know her and to have her help me out. So with my Seeds of Wisdom and the Facebook Lives, now I've come across one guy I've come to know. He's a public speaker as well. His name's Jermaine Harris, and I've noticed on Facebook Lives he's been doing short videos, motivational videos, literally been 52 seconds, 51 seconds. That's how he titles them. They've been powerful. They've been really powerful, and it's got me thinking about maybe I should even condense what I'm doing now. When I started out in the early days, I had no time limit. I'll just talk half an hour, 40 minutes, sometimes an hour. It was my good friend Utam who suggested that I cut these down to half an hour, and I definitely agree with that because I really value you guys' time. Anyone who jumps on and watches and commented, I really value your time. There's a million and one other things you could be doing. There's a million and one other Facebook Lives you could be watching. So I really value your time, and time is precious. It's the one thing we can't buy. So although I feel I can talk. Hey Jody, how you doing? I can talk and talk sometimes. I want to condense these into bite-sized half an hour. But this guy he's been doing, Cousin Eddie, how you doing, sir? He's it's powerful what he's packed, and I look at the time. It's like he's done it in under a minute. So I'm going to be working towards getting these down to 15 minutes. 15 minutes, just packed with value, packed with knowledge. Maybe leave some time for comments afterwards, because I really sometimes less is more. Sometimes less is more. And I'm going to give it a go. So I've challenged myself to do that. because I was really impacted by what he had to do in that short time. So there's a few tweaks I'm making. For you guys, it'll be something different, but for you guys, sometimes you really sometimes you don't know how close you are to achieving your goals. It may seem like miles and miles, and it might be just a simple tweak. If Usain Bolt gets his start right, he can go even faster. Yeah. So for you guys, it's just a simple tweak. It's not about the massive changes. It's not about making wholesale changes. It's about identifying, making little changes, and then tracking it. Track your results, and see how you get on. And on that, I'm going to jump on comments. Thank you all for your comments. So Nishi's saying, I'm going to improve my communication and use my words more concisely. I love it. People, if you don't know Nishi, check her out. I came to know her through a personal development event I went to 10th of December. She said she wanted to start doing Facebook Lives. I said to her, when are you going to do one? When are you going to do one? She dropped one. It was amazing. She dropped another one. I haven't watched it yet. And I'm holding her accountable because I know differences made in my life. I know that she wants to do that. So I'm going to be encouraging her to do that. Lucia's saying, really, only a small change. Lucia, if you're still on, explain what you mean. Let's have a discussion. Nisha saying, changing one habit daily can change your life. Nisha says, I can do it, definitely. My cousin Percival Hager's on here. Great playing cards. God works through pre-bet, absolutely. How are we doing for time? Can I get 16 minutes, 17 minutes? So I hope I've done justice. It was all going to be all the bells and whistles tonight. I was going to have visuals going on. I had all my notes going on. But life happened. I've lost my calendar. It's backed up somewhere, so I know it's just a case of retrieving it, or all my notes are gone. But that's what life does, and we roll with the punches. And there we go. So I'm glancing down because I managed to write down a few notes that I could remember. So guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you all guys for the support. Thank you guys who've sent me messages over the last few days. I haven't really been on social media a lot last few days. I've been just running around trying to talk things out. I'm literally going to the airport in a few hours, so I could just get the last minute preparations. Don't think there's going to be a prayer time Facebook Live this week. I'm going to be in Ghana, but we'll see how we go. And I'm going to love you, leave you. If any of you guys want to discuss this with me further, if any of you guys want any accountability, like any support, I've got this goal I want to achieve, I don't think I can do it by myself, then let me know. Let me know. Take action. Take action. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's what I did last year, and that's why I'm here bringing this to you today. So on that note, I value your time. Any more comments, put them on. Otherwise, I'm going to love you, leave you. Shine and smile. I'm out. God willing, I'll be back next week. If not, perhaps the week after. But once I'm back from Ghana, once I've reflected and taken in that experience and had that closure on that part of my life, it's all about upgrading. It's all about pushing on to do bigger, better things, and to help. That's all what I want to do, and serve. Jamie, no, Qua, you're jumping on at the end. Watch the replay. I've just been talking about tweaks. I've just been talking about little changes you can make that's going to accelerate you to big changes, rather than making big, massive whole changes. It can just take. Qua's a good example of that. My cousin Qua, he's a DJ. He's a music educator, and he probably tell you a simple tweak, a simple movement on the decks, vinyl I'm talking about, can mess up a whole record, can change it. So, and Jamie's all the way out in the US. Thank you for jumping on board. Watch the replay, be up on YouTube, and I'm out. Take care. See you later. Another smile.